Hello, my dear student. I am Mahendra Weeratunga. Welcome to my video again, Mathematics 30-1, Pre-Calculus Grade 2 in Alberta, Model Answers to Assignment. Today our new lesson is Permutations, Combinations and Binomial Theorem. This is a video number 1. Before starting our questions, I am going to provide some concepts and basic definition related to permutation and combination. Actually, we are doing the permutations and combination together, but after finishing permutation and combination lesson, we will start binomial theorem. First of all, we need to know this one, counting principle. Sometimes that is called fundamental counting principle. Fundamental counting principle. What is this? I have provided some formula. This is very simple formula. N equals A times B times C times etc. That means, what are A, B, C? Actually, this is some kind of event, some kind of action. If there is A way of happening, if there is A ways of happening one event, and if there are B numbers of happening event B, similarly event C, the occurring all events, number of times occurring all events are given by product of these numbers. For example, say A is happening A times, event B is happening B times, event C is happening C times, then the number of times all these A, B, C events occurred in one time is product of these numbers. We will explain application of this when we discuss about our questions, okay, with the question paper. That is called fundamental counting principle. After that, permutation. What is permutation? Say if there are objects, say there are n objects. First of all, let's consider n different objects. Say there are n different objects. Out of different objects, say we want to select only R objects. For example, say there are 5 different letters A, B, C, D, E. We have to select only 3 letters. Then number of ways of selecting those letters and placing a straight line. That means we have to select 3 letters out of 5 and arrange in a straight line. That is called permutation. In general, out of n objects, if we have to select R objects, now this is, we are going to generalize this. Out of n objects, we have to select R objects. Then, number of different arrangements is in straight line. That is called permutation. That means there are R objects, we have to find the different alignment along this straight line. Okay. This is a symbol. This is a symbol to denote the permutation. Permutation is denoted by this symbol. N stands for total number of objects. R is the number of objects selecting. P stands for permutation. That is a permutation out of n objects selecting R. Selecting R objects out of n objects. This is given by this formula. Okay. Usually actually in grade 11 and 12, formula sheets are given. It is better if you can remember this one, but in addition to that, You can verify this one using table, formula sheet. What is R? Actually, both R and N are positive integers, otherwise whole numbers, okay? That means R and N can be 0, 1, 2, 3, N, natural numbers and 0, 0, 1, 2, N. That is one thing. R lies between 0 and N. Value of R lies between 0 and N. That is of course, no? If there are 5 objects, we cannot select more than 5 objects. The number of selections would be less than the total number of objects. That is the meaning of that, okay? The number of selection objects should be less than total number of objects and greater than 0. This is obvious, okay? In addition to that, this is an alternative formula, 2 pi NPR. What is this? N minus 1, N minus 2. We have to repeat this product R times. If you see R here, if you see the subscript R here, in order to find NPR, you have to write this R factors. R time means actually R factors. R factors. For example, if N is 5 and R is 3, what is this number? 5, 4, 3, like that. What is N? N is called factorial. There is a name for this, factorial. Factorial, we don't define the factorial alone. We have to define always factorial with the positive integer. N is a positive integer, okay? N should be a positive integer. We can use this symbol or this symbol. Both are good. Sometimes we use R, I. All symbols are valid, okay? Usually in our textbooks we use N is an element of integers. How do you find this? Factorial N. This is the symbol used for factorial, okay? Factorial N is equal. Factorial N is actually product of N numbers. You can find the product starting from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to N. If you want to find factorial 10, this is like this. Starting from 10, you have to evaluate this product. 10, 9, 8, lastly 3, 2, 1. Otherwise, you can count from the beginning. You can write it from the beginning in ascending order. Factorial 10 means 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. Okay, these are clear. One important thing. In case of permutation, actually, the order is important. Order. That means order matters. The order matters. That means if the orders are different, if the lineup order is different, we consider this as a different arrangement. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, now we have actually basic idea about the fundamental counting principle, definitions of the permutation. These are the formula to use find the permutation. Actually, we are using this one. We are using this formula. Okay, now I am erasing this top part. We are using this formula if these objects are different. What is the meaning of different? That means, okay, for example, let's say out of n item, we are selecting all n items. If we are selecting all n items, the answer is NPN. But out of n items, say there are n items like this, A1, A2, A3, AN. if you select all items, there is a number of arrangement. But out of these items, there may be some identical item. That means these two is sometimes same. There may be two numbers, two items identical. Maybe two red board, two white board. There may be three another identical number. That means second kind of number, three numbers. Sometimes there may be 4 or 5 another kind of numbers. Then what will happen? Related to plus situation, now this time the number of arrangements are different, actually reduced. That means if you shuffle A and A, that look like same. In this situation, there is a formula to find the permutation. This is a formula. Okay, this is total permutation, P. Number of permutation, N upon A, B, C. But here actually, this is the case when select all numbers, when select all items. Now we are selecting all items. This is the situation when we are selecting all items and some kind of items are equal. There are one kind of equal item, there are another kind of equal item, there are third kind of equal item. Then this is a formula to find the total permutation. We have to remember this, factorial n upon A, B, C. If there is another equal item, we have to add this to the bottom. Okay, don't worry, we will discuss everything in the formula. When we apply this concept to the formula, you will understand these things better. Okay, this is all about the permutation. This right side is all about the permutation. Now let's discuss about the combinations. Combinations mean number of selections only. Say out of 7 people, we have to select 3 people only. In this case, order doesn't matter, just grouping only. We are not lining up people. If you are lining up people, that will become permutation again. Actually, combination means out of total item, we are selecting some item, but selection only, grouping only, without placing the order. That is called number of selections. Number of selections out of some bunch of objects. Okay, some bunch of objects, we are selecting this one. Bunch of objects may be people, sometimes number of cars, number of balls, number of pens, any kind of items. Okay, these are the formula to find combination. This is the number of combination selecting R items out of N. We are selecting R items out of N. This is a formula. These are another 2 kind of formula. You will learn this later. Okay, these are the actually application of, otherwise these are the some concepts and formulas related to permutation and combination. Once again, if I describe very briefly, permutation is the number of arrangements with the order. Order matters. Combination is the number of grouping only. Number of groups without considering the order. That means what is bigger? Actually, the number permutation is bigger. NPR is bigger than NCR. Okay. Actually, as you are provided formula sheet in your exam and other times, always you can refer your formula sheets. Okay. Then I am not elaborating how to remember these things. But it is better if you can remember. That is, you can solve any question faster. Okay. Okay, dear students, now let's get into our questions. Okay. Now I have provided the question paper for permutation and combinations with your video link. I am referring this one. In this question paper for permutation and combinations, there are 40 multiple choice questions, but due to our time limitation for my video, I have selected half of the questions only, 20 questions only, 20 representative questions. Some repeating question I ignored. You can always find a similar question from anywhere, from your textbook or any other places, okay? Okay, my friends, okay, my dear students. Now, let's look at the question number 1. Actually, unfortunately, this time I am not selecting the question number in order. I have selected some specific questions only, okay? But some questions are in order. After that, I have selected questions in the different places. Okay, question number 1. Question number 1 says, this one, question number 1. Actually, unlike in our previous sections, there are no diagrams. No diagrams are involved with any questions. Okay? No diagram, but less formulas. No mathematical algebra concepts and geometrical problems are involved here. But sometimes actually, you have to follow the description very clearly. Description and concept of the question, you have to understand clearly. Okay? Okay, question number 1. Question number 1 says, a multiple choice test has 12 questions. Test has 12 questions. Each question has 6 choices. Let me say like this. Q1, Q2, Q3, up to Q12. There are 12 questions in the multiple choice question paper. Each question has 6 choices. That means for each question, you have 6 choices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Choices A, B, C, D, E, F. They have given the choice number, okay? Like our question paper, A, B, C, D, E, F. That means for each question, there are 6 optional answers. Not 4 usually, okay? As usual 4, but unfortunately this time 6 answers. For each question, there are 6 optional answers. How many ways can the test be answered? How many ways that the test be answered? Okay. Actually, being the first question, we have to understand this concept carefully. That means let's imagine this one. 12 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like up to 12. That means how many ways you can select the first question? This is for the first question. You can select first questions in 6 ways. That means let's put 6 for this. Also, question number 2 also you can select in 6 ways. Now, how many ways you have to select both first and second question? That is 6 times 6. How can I say like that? That is from the fundamental counting principle. At the beginning I told fundamental counting principle. If there are A ways of doing one task and if there are B ways of doing another task, doing the both tasks together is A times B. If there are many number of tasks, you have to multiply those options. That means selecting question for all these questions like this. 6 times 6 times 666 you have to multiply 12 times. Why you have to multiply again? That is from the fundamental counting principle. That means answer is like this. 6 12 times mean multiply 6 12 times mean answer is 6 to the power of 12. Let's see the answer. But no answer is the 6 to the power of 12. Let's calculate that, what to do. Because they have provided answer with a number, not as an exponent. Okay? 6 to the power of 12. 6 to the power of 12. Okay, that is a big number, 2 million something. Okay, the answer is answer number D. This is answer 2,176,782,336. That is actually, you know, what is the answer? That is a billion number of answers. 2 billion number of answers. Okay? Yes. This is answer. What is answer number? Answer number is D. Answer number is D. Okay, now let's take a breath and move to next question. Sorry. Question number 2. Okay, now I am going to look at the question number 2. What it says. Okay, you can read. The final score. The final score in a recreational soccer game is 7-4. Okay, my God, 7-4. How many scores are possible? How many scores are possible at the end of the first half? Okay, that is at the end of the first half. This is also related to fundamental counting principle. Let's say those two teams are A and B. Let's say 7 is the score of the team A, 4 is the score of the team B. That means according to these results, what are the options of getting 7? Scores may be 0 also, no? That means A can get any score between, any score from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. These are the possible number of scores for team A. Also, what are the possible number of scores for team B? Score 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this number? That means A has how many options if we count including 0? This is 8. A has the 8 options. Okay. B has option of 5. Then what is the overall score? Simply apply the fundamental counting principle. A can score 8 ways. B can take the score in 5 ways. 5 ways means this one, no? Score can be 0, 1, 2, anything. That means the number of possible scores for the overall game is product of these two numbers. 8 times 5. That is 40. Okay? That is also from the fundamental counting principle. Okay, that answer is given. Answer number is B. Answer number is B. Okay, now let's look at the question number 3. Question 3, what it says. Okay, this question is different. How many 4-digit numbers greater than or equal to 3000 and less than 8000 can be formed with no repetition in their digit? How many 4-digit number? We have to create 4-digit number. I put some spaces for number like 2025, 2025. But that is not the number for this one, okay? This is number equal to greater than or equal to 3000. This is a condition. This number should be greater than or equal to 3000. This is 4 digits. And less than 8000. Less than 8000 means unfortunately that cannot be even 8000. That means that can be less than or equal 7999. Okay. Plus number can be equal and greater than 3000. This is like this. Okay, what are the conditions? How many 4 digits number? Subject to this condition, we have to find how many 4 digits number, these options. Repetitions are not allowed. That means like that, no repetitions in their digits. That means you cannot repeat digits. You have to find different numbers. Okay, what are the numbers in nature? But they are not given. You have to select out of this number, out of this number. That means we have a right to select any number. We have a right to select to fill with any number, but subject to these conditions. What are the numbers in the nature? Including 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have enough space to write. Okay. When you count, sorry, not 10. Numbers mean without 10. Okay. 0 to 9. Because 10 is formed by this one. Okay. These are the basic numbers. Usually, number cannot start from the 0. But also actually, this says this number greater than equal 3000. That means you can fill this space with which numbers? Starting from 3. Okay. That means you can use which numbers to fill this one? Starting from 3. These numbers you can use. This is also not allowed. No, you cannot start number with this. That means this is for the press space. For the press space, you can use these numbers only. Why is this? The press number should be less than or equal 7, greater than or equal 3. That means the press number should be any number out of this. Be careful. Let's understand this. Let's spend some more time and understand this concept. Then when you are getting similar questions, you can do this easily. Okay, that means based on this restriction, the press number should be, what is this? Between 3 and 7 inclusive. These 5 numbers. That means you can fill this space. You can fill this space in 5 different ways. 5 different ways. Okay. Now you have filled this with one number. Out of these 10 numbers, you have already taken one number. This is gone. Now how many numbers remains? One number you take out. This one. Then how many number remains out of 10? 9. That means there are 9 ways of filling this space. Now numbers 9s are taken, okay? One number is taken. There are 9 ways of filling this one. One number is gone. Then for this space, you can fill 8 ways. For this space, you can fill 7 ways. Okay, I repeat quickly what I have done. The number should be greater than or equal 3000, less than 8000. That means less than or equal like this. That means press number can be this one, last number can be this one. That means press number should be between 3 and 7. That means you can fill the press space out of this number. That means there are 5 ways. There are 5 methods of filling press number. Now one number is gone. Then after that, no restriction. You can select out of any number, but you have to cut one number. Then there are 9 ways of filling this number. Now 2 numbers gone. 8 ways of filling this number. 7 ways of filling this number. Okay. Finally we got number of ways of filling these spaces. Then number of ways of filling. Then the number of ways of filling all these four spaces. All these four spaces should be product of this 5, 9, 8, 7. Let's find this product 5, 9, 8, 7. Okay, using the calculator, let's calculate this number. 5 times, 9 times, 8 times 7. 2 by 20. Yes, there is answer like 2 by 70. Answer number is D. Answer number is D. Okay, in this exercise also actually we may get these similar kind of problem later. Then I will repeat this procedure later. Okay, thank you very much for the first video. See you in the next video. Thank you.